Now then everybody, hope everyone's doing well on this Sunday afternoon. I'm currently driving back from Durham. Just dropped my daughter back off after having a full weekend, which was nice. Thought I'd just drop in and say hi. I'm not feeling great today, I won't lie. You see me on stream, you see me silly little videos that I do, which is a little insight into my crazy mind, which is built differently to a lot of people. But I think it's important when you've got any sort of platform, big, small, or whatever. I think it's important to not only share the ups, as cheesy as it sounds with Leeds United, but share the downs as well. And I do talk about mental health on my channel. I'm having a bit of a down day today, I won't lie. I don't like admitting it, because I've got a family, I've got friends. I don't want sympathy. I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. There's no massive sort of overhanging. It's had a bit of a shit day. I think all my emotional eggs have been put in the Leeds United basket of late, and obviously last Monday was a massive relief and a massive high. Don't know if I'm now on the come down from that, facing a summer of no football in a week or two's time. As much as I'm excited for next season, but also just daily life. Not everything's always sunshine and rainbows, and Leeds United and doing this social media and YouTube, and having you guys follow sort of what I put out there. It's amazing, and like I say, I think it's only right to sort of drop in now and again and let you know when I ain't feeling too great as well, because I know there's a lot of people out there feeling the same. And like I say, doing a stream or going to a game can just take your mind off it. And say today's just been a bit of a weird day. I've been with family, I've been with kids. Well, I've got more around about, but we do still, don't we? We still do. And I mean, our Theo had a rugby tournament today down at Ulton Raiders. Fucking patch, drove him down there. Jonah, Theo, and obviously Iona, my daughter, went down there to watch him. It was like a festival, and he played really well. He's got 3 tries. Obviously, the joys of having a son who's autistic, it's massively challenging. And I'll be honest with you, I love him, obviously, more than anything. He's a big part of my channel on here. I share my kids on here because they want to be involved, and I always get the score predictions, and I've got plenty of videos on here on TikTok with our Jonah, showing the fun, loving side that he's got, But there is days, his moments every day where it's a challenge, and today we're one of those. At a festival, there's a lot of people there, so I understand his anxiety is through the roof, and he can't help how he feels. He doesn't know how to, vocalise how he's feeling. He can talk, yeah, but he can't let us know how he's feeling. And it was an hard day. I've got my son playing rugby, doing what he loves, football or rugby, whichever. He absolutely adores both, and we're fighting Jonah the whole time. Literally just trying to stop him running into car park, trying to stop him running onto the field, trying to stop him running into people. It's so hard to get him to just sit. So obviously it ends up after about half an hour where he's hurt the wife, he's screaming, no one around us is really having a good time, which is hard to say really, because he does impact other people. When other people go to watch their sons, or we go out for a meal, or so many things that we can't do as a family. We go to Witherspoons for a full English breakfast most Sundays. We didn't go today because of his rugby, but that's the only meal out we can have as a family, because he knows that place, he knows that particular booth. If we walk in there, which we do quite often every Sunday, like I say, and that specific table isn't free, we've got to walk out and go home. And we can't go out for people take things for granted. I take things for granted, we all do in life, and things we can't do, because he creates, or even just out of his own anxiety and the way he's feeling, we don't want to put that on him either, But it's so difficult, that balancing act between putting yourself out there, because you can't just lock yourself in, because it's not fair on other kids, it's not fair on us, you only live once. But I find myself, moments like today, I don't want to leave the house when it's like that. I don't want to, and that sounds awful, you know. I don't want to. It's too stressful. My anxiety today, myself, was absolutely through the roof, you know. I have quite sensitive ears, and when he carries on and screams like he was doing today, it goes right through me, and it's so hard just to try and paint a smile on, because he's still with family, and I don't want my wife to be upset because she's feeling it. My son and my daughter are there, they're feeling it. No one's having a good time in that moment, but I really struggled today to keep the energy there, you know. I really sort of let everybody down today, and no majors happened. But yeah, it's got me down today because I couldn't bat it away like I normally do and paint a smile on. So I've been a bit of a miserable twat today, and I don't like that. I don't like feeling down when I'm with family, but I just think it's important to let people know, you know, we all, whether you think we're happy or, you know, like you say, you see a side of me on here, and I wear my heart on my sleeve. I am who I am, and you know, I'm massive on mental health. A lot of people who watch my channel know what I've been through. I've touched on it quite a lot, to be fair. I've more than touched on it. And like I say, my family's a massive part of my life. You know, my family, Leeds United, I absolutely love it all. It's all encapsulated into who I am. But yeah, today has been a struggle. Like I said, there's no overriding huge thing going on. Trying to get our Jonah into a school that more suits his needs. I'm hoping it's around the corner. EHCP plan in place. Just try to get it, you know, iron it all out now so he can go to a school more adapted for his needs, and that'll free things up. It stresses me out with work, having to drop kids at school at 10 to 9, and then I've got to get to wherever my place of work is. Currently Scarborough, so I'm not starting work till 10:30. I'm on price, I'm self-employed. It's difficult. I want to be there at 7:30, 8 o'clock like every other trade, you know what I mean? And I've got to be getting there at 10:30. So I'm hoping when he gets into the school that is best suited for him, because he can't function really in the school he's in anyway. That'll free up not only, you know, more time for me with work, which will alleviate my stress. Ultimately, you know, we're doing it for his needs and what's best for him, and knowing that he goes to school and he's stressed, you know, that is hard. Obviously I take both boys to school in the morning. It's difficult, you know. I'm a trader, you know. I want to be at work at 8 o'clock grafting, earning money for my family, but instead I'm running around the house after Jonah, trying to get him ready when he's stressed. His anxiety's through the roof, then that rubs off of me, and then I've got work, and then I start most days off on the wrong footing. It's difficult. Life's difficult at times. You know, Leeds United, having this YouTube channel, it keeps me on an even keel, and I don't know if I've just had a bit of a bad day because I'm feeling sorry for myself. I don't know why. It's not really that big a deal. My son scored an hat-trick of tries today and gets man at match, man at tournament, absolutely fantastic, and he's happy as Larry. But yeah, I don't know why I'm down about it today, but we all have things, don't we? We all have things going on, and sometimes it's not even that, you know, that big a deal to someone. Someone else might listen to this and think, bloody hell, you know, it's fine. If, you know, I've got bigger things on my plate than you, and that's fine. You know, everyone's got different tolerance levels, and like I say, I bat it off quite often than not. I paint a face on, and I get on with my day. And you know, it's that other side to there's two sides to having, you know, a child with special needs, or, you know, who's on spectrum, and you get that. You get the biggest joys, like the biggest highs, the most joy you can ever imagine from the smallest things. When it comes to Jonah, the smallest things, a smile, I love you, Daddy. It doesn't mean more from him than from the other kids, but it's really special because it's not something you get very often. But then on the flip side of that, you get like considerably massive lows from the other small things. Brushing his teeth, trying to get the clothes on, trying to leave the house when he's crying and fighting because he don't want to leave the house because that's his comfort blanket. And you know, you've got to go do stuff, you've got to go shopping, food shopping, walking around while he's screaming, and you know, you get people looking at you thinking you're a bad parent or you've got a naughty kid. Difficult, very difficult. And The wife's really good is Elizabeth, really good at, don't give two fucks. And I'll be honest with you, I don't now. I used to. Those first 3 or 4 years of his life, I really struggled with what other people thought of us as parents, of him. And I'll be honest with you, I don't really give a shit now. I don't, and that's genuine. It's more how he's made me feel today, how the situation's made me feel today. Not really about how other people have reacted, because not everyone were cool, really. But yeah, just that realisation sometimes how it can be fine laughing and joking, and we've had a nice morning, to just like that flick of a switch and it's go time, and it's full on and meltdown, and I can't watch, a week out. One of us has to give up time watching his son, do what he loves, and when he scores a try and he turns around and he couldn't see me standing there. Luckily I could see him towards the end through the car where I was sat, but only just. But he's looking round and I'm not there watching him, and he understands. He's such a good kid, he's Theo. Having twins, and one of them's with autism is such a difficult balance. He's such a lovely kid, we have to hold Jonah's hand getting into the car, make sure, like, I know you do anyway, but so much more than you would normally. Like, you lose grip and he's gone, he's into road. Theo is just good as gold, he understands Jonah needs that little bit more, and he looks after him, he helps us with him, and really want to try not to put that onus on him going forward. I don't want him to have that. I want him to do it because it's his brother and he wants to, and he loves him. Not that we've pushed anything on him. It's our job to protect Jonah, but Theo's great with it. He understands that he needs more time and attention. But it's also sad, and today was one of those moments where I felt quite sad about it. And yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to come on here and just say, I'm an open book. And yeah, I'm feeling down. I'm on stream tonight, 10 o'clock. Hopefully I'll be feeling better then. But everybody has struggles. If there's anyone out there struggling, you can always send me a message. And I'm all ears. But yeah, I just think it's important to sometimes share the lows, however small they may be to others. We all feel them, and I can paint a smile, and I can come on here and have a laugh and a joke, and I do feel 10 times better than I used to feel, going back 3 or 4 years. But the odd day, the pressures of normal life, family, money, work, just general stuff, just come back and gets you out of nowhere sometimes, and that's what I'm feeling today. But we keep on going, and I'll always be there for my kids, come rain or shine. But yeah, today we'll struggle. But yeah, we'll be there.